For a hex bar or trap bar, as it's often called, row, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the hex or trap bar. Most hex bars are elevated, the little handle that I've got circled here. If they don't though, you can just elevate it yourself by using bumper plates. Hex bar allows for a more neutral grip, which is a more joint friendly alignment and keeps the weight closer to your center of gravity. When getting set up in the hex bar, we want to make sure that when we're bent over and rowing, we keep our knee stacked over our ankle. We don't want to see our knees shifting backwards or shifting forward throughout the movement. We want to keep the knees stacked over the ankle. From here, the row movement is pretty standard. We want to think about driving our wrist back towards our hip. With the hex bar, you're going to grab it with a neutral grip, aka your palms will be facing inward, and then you can stand up from here or break at the hips, just like you would with a bent leg deadlift. From here, you're going to drive your wrist back towards your hips. Rather than thinking about bringing your elbows up to the ceiling, we don't want to think that. Think about bringing that wrist back towards the hips. Ensure that your spine is neutral and stays that way throughout the entire movement. Ensure that your core is engaged. Obviously, this is exaggerated, but we really want to avoid having the spine curve in any manner. We want to avoid being too upright. We want to avoid momentum throughout the movement. Obviously, this is very exaggerated, but again, we want to hinge over, be as close to as horizontal as you possibly can. Drive those wrists back towards your hips. And here, just again, to show you setup, again, we're going to hinge over at the hips, want to get as close to horizontal as we can. And then from here, driving the wrist backwards, not the elbows up towards the ceiling. Really think about driving backwards rather than upwards for this movement. You're going to come upwards, but that can just happen very naturally. Again, we want to avoid the spine rounding at all throughout any of the movement and keeping the core engaged, no momentum.